So if you guys want to see me go from drab to fab, on F, right? So let's just get started into this drab to fab video. I am moisturized. I'm going to prime again, going in with the Dr. BRANDT Illuminizing Primer. I actually have been liking this. It doesn't make my skin more oily than it already is, if that makes sense. So it's about the equal thing. Lately, with the concoction of my foundation, I have been able to keep my skin actually not very oily too, so that is a awesome thing. But I think it has to do with the type of foundation that I am using. So that's been my go-to foundation. I'm going in with the matte strobe cream just on the high points right here. Just highlighting right there. And more side. So yeah, I have a giveaway, you guys, in my other video, my Valentine's collab video. So I will link that down below. If you've missed it, go ahead. There is a special giveaway towards the end of the video, but you do have to watch the video to see. Yeah, to how to enter. So going in with my favorite foundation right now, it is the YSL All Hours and the ESTEE LAUDER Doublewear. Okay, so what I have been doing is going in with the YSL all over, just little tiny dots. I shake it, and I just do little dots. I probably could pump it, you know, onto my finger, but I don't. So I just do this, you know, little dots all over my face, and then we go in with the Estee Lauder. So that's pretty good right there. And I just go in and put the Estee Lauder right over top of that, shake it up, and I literally just put it like this. If this came in a pump, that would be life-changing, but it doesn't. No, it's not. It is getting low on it. Okay. And now that I have all that blended in, I just take my beauty blender and just make sure I go once over, just to make sure that everything is all blended seamless and smooth, and it's not going to cake up on me. Okay, so now that we have that done, going in, I have been using the NYX HD Studio Concealer. I've been liking it for a full coverage face for a more mature skin. I have said in the past, this one works so well. I literally just go down, and it's very affordable. I think this is like $4 or $5. Now that we're all blended out, I have been using the BECCA Under Eye Brightening. Very good product. It has a shimmer in it when you swatch it, but when you put it on your face, it just disappears, and I have never had my under eyes be so soft. So I just literally go right under. It brightens up your eye, and then we'll go in with a different powder right after. But I just find that this makes my eyes so soft, like a baby's tush soft. And I notice the difference when I use a different powder underneath my eyes than when I use this. So yeah, it's really, really good. You're gonna purchase something for under eye brightening, I would do this one. So now for a very, very slight, small dusting going into the Too Faced Ethereal powder right here, Born This Way, because we are going to put a different powder on top of that. So I'm just doing a very, very minimal powder just to set it in place for now. So we are powdered down. We can go in with our bronzer. And you guys, my favorite bronzer, I haven't been able to get a new one yet, broke. So it is the Essence Sun Club. Look what I did to it. So I put alcohol in and mushed it back together. So hopefully it works the same. Oh, should. My most favorite bronzer. You will like this one. It's very, very affordable and very beautiful on the skin. Okay, for contour, going in to, the Wet n Wild right underneath. Just going to carve that out right there. Okay, moving on to our blush. Like a Wet n Wild party over here. Well, kind of drugstore-ish. We're going into the Wet n Wild one, and this is in the shade Mellow Wine. That is what the color looks like. And these, for being Wet n Wild, are very, very pigmented, guys, so you do need to make sure you're careful. That's such a pretty color. I like that one a lot, very much. Okay, highlight. We are going to go into the Laura Geller Gilded Honey. So this is what it looks like here. Going in and picking up that highlight. And I'm just hitting kind of like right on that cheekbone there, taking it up the side like in a C shape here. And the same over here. Lutemus. Go a little bit up top and straight in on the nose. And Cupid's bow. There we go. Okay, and like usual, going in with my Mario Badescu spray, I'm going to go and set all of those down. Pat it out, make sure you pat it. So I'm going to go ahead in with my eyebrow stuff. I'm using the MAC brow pencil with, it's called Lingerie, and the L'Oreal brow gel. So I'm going to go ahead and do that right now. Okay, so I have those on. So now I'm going to go back into this palette right here, and we are going to do like a brownish type bronzy look. So going in with my Sonia Kashuk brush, I am going to go into this shade right here down at the end. I'm not going to look at the name. You can just see the shade of color and go right in and put it in the crease. You can build it up to whatever shade you want. Trying to let you see what I'm doing. I'm going to just go in a little bit more with that. Because we are going to do a bronzier shade. I am just going to go in with the Morphe 433, and I'm going to jump up to this shade right here and just start building right in the crease. I feel like I'm holding a painter's palette. And see how it just built up right there in that crease. Okay, so I am going to go in with this small, it's Bodyography Pro Flat Shader. It's just a smaller shader brush. I'm going to go into this color right up here and start working that in the outer V. Here we're just putting it right there in the outer V. And then you can take that other shader brush and just lightly go over the edges here. Right there. I do want to keep the pigment down here, so I'm not really buffing that out. So that is what that eye looks like. And you're just going to repeat to the other eye. So now this is what we're working with. So right here on the inner corner, we are going to go in with this little Wet n Wild smaller, like really small, tapered, and we are going to go in with this shimmery goldish looking bronze shade right there. And I'm actually going to spray my brush. So I'm going to go in, get my spray. Okay, we'll do it this way. And go ahead right in. That is such a pretty bronzy shade. Look at how pretty that is. So right on the center of the lid, I'm going to go in with this greenish goldish looking color. Hopefully I don't ruin the look. Just place that right on the center, just for that added pop. Just like that. That looks so pretty. Okay, and as for the bottom lash line, what I'm going to do is take those brushes that I have the excess. I'm just going to start buffing that around on the outer. We're going to blend that out just a little bit. And I just tap in a little bit to go right underneath. So now it all meshes together. Perfect. Oh, this does not have a highlighting shade in it, which is the only disappointing thing about this palette. I'm going to go grab one real. Actually, I'm going to use my Laura Geller Gilded Honey one. I'll wipe this off my brush and go in with that and see what that looks like here. Really, there we go. That is gorgeous. And the inner corner. Okay, so this is how the eyes are looking. I'm going to do my eyeliner along with my lashes and my mascara, and I'll be right back. Okay guys, so I went and did my hair alongside my lashes and my eyeliner. I put a thin line of the NYX Epic Ink Liner. I don't know why I said that, but I did. And then I took the L'Oreal Voluminous. I just coated the lashes. I'm using my Ardell Wispies. And I went in very, very slightly, if you can see right on my lower lash line, with the STILA Smudge Proof, just because I wanted it to be lined, but I didn't want my inner waterline lined. So that's what we did with that. I have 2 more steps and this video will be complete. I'm going in with my new powder. It is the LANCOME ABSOLUE powder. This is in touch, I guess. So what we are going to do with this is we're going to take our damp beauty sponge, press it into the powder, and I'm just patting off a little bit. This has some, shimmer in it, so it's going to make you look dewy without having your oils come through. Does that make sense? So we're just going to press it in. See, it's going to look like a white cast, but once you press it in, it's going to leave a beautiful sheen to your skin. Look at that. Look how beautiful. This is like a awesome powder, especially for us oily people who want to look dewy but don't want the greases to come through. This is a perfect powder to do that with. So I'm just going to press it on in. So this is what that looks like. You all can see the shimmer. You can see my highlight. You can see right through here how pretty it looks on the skin. Okay, last but not least, I'm going to go into the COULORPOP in STRUT today, and then I'm going to go over with a gloss. So we're going to go in with this first. Okay, so as soon as this dries a little bit, we're going to go in. This is from Cargo Cosmetics. TOAS? I don't know. This is what it looks like. It's just like a little nudie gloss going right in the center of that and up here. Just for a little sheen on the lip to match. Okay, so this is my fab to drab look. I hope you guys enjoy it. Also, I will link my other video down below, which has my very special Valentine's giveaway. So if you haven't seen that, make sure you go down there and check it out. And don't forget to subscribe, guys. Give me a thumbs up, and we will see you next time.